But we got in just in time. Doesn't matter. Never punished.
So many spectators. They can't even wait to see
that was literally
pop up.
That was 3 seconds, man.
First round goes to Juanpaa. Oh, second round.
I'm gonna say, do you not? I get how you forgot the first round because it was 3 seconds, dude.
I don't even think I'd loaded in yet. I just saw like when I loaded in, I saw the starting thing. I was like, oh, first round.
No, they did. They both top drew and one of them died immediately. Which, you know, that has a very equivalent feeling in something like Panel Upon, and on some level, it's kind of like freeing and relieving to know that it can happen to anyone.
Yeah.
Even the pros can accidentally trip over their shoelaces sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you see the starting board and you think you have a route down and you pull up all your lines, and then 2 matches in, you're not where you thought you would be. And your opponent, who also only got 2 matches in, just sent you 3 lines and you die. Alright, here we go. The King of Kings, Father Strength, is the most dangerous character in the game. You will pretty much never run into him in story mode because he does not appear normally. But his pattern is like if Tower's pattern was even eviler. It's the same shape, but the colors are the same as Hanged Man's awful colors, and he has no clear ice, so you don't get to duplicate any of the power orbs you find. You make pretty much a single mistake, it's all over. Because the 2 spires on the right side of the board are just extremely difficult to deal with. Especially when there's just like grossly organized. Juanpaa, so an interesting thing, making multi-color clears and simultaneous matches is a really great way to race to quota, but on a character like Father Strength, it can actually be a big disadvantage because you're clearing time that you want to stall to let your opponent die.
But something I saw Templanza do, maybe you can explain the logic behind it. He got the color clear for a certain color, blue in this case, and then before it could fire off, he picked up a pair of blues so that they wouldn't clear because he was holding on to them. So I would have guessed that that's the opposite of what you want. You know, if you can reduce your board to like a 3-color board, that's powerful. But he specifically chose to keep the 4th color alive there.
So normally, saving an extra color of orb is a bad idea, or like it's not necessary. But because of the shape and color pattern of Father Strength's board, when the next round of damage rolled in after he got after his power orb chain, he might only have 2 blue orbs on like the spires on the left and right side of his board, and that would basically be a disaster because you have two orbs you can't clear that are too far apart to match with each other, or like pair up as like a floating chain to extend your time. So saving a couple of blue orbs could actually be really. And now Templanza has successfully duplicated all of the rainbow orbs, and he is going to milk this all the way to the end. It is going to be very difficult for Juanpaa to come back.
It's not over till it's over. Okay, no, the quota win does happen. Whew.
It's not impossible to beat someone to quota who has done that, but the execution barrier to win quota on tower after duplicating orbs like that is so much lower than the execution barrier to quota without doing it. And also, Templanza is an absolute terror on tower. This is definitely one of his best characters. No power up this time, so he's gonna have to win through sheer force of will. And you can see how annoying the checkerboarding on Tower's pattern can get. But if you get a good ice clear like that, and then the right side gets away from him. Alright, Womp on the board, though. Templanza probably doesn't want him on the board. The pressure is on. Templanza recognizing the start, that this is a start that has rainbow orbs if you pull up, but he opts to just match them instead of digging down to it for a duplication. Oh, you just didn't have enough green orbs.
And Wampa on set point. Let's see if Templanza can pull another win.
Templanza finding a really good match on the left side of the board. Oh, but that's strange. Oh, no, he manages to keep it together.
Gets the kill on the scoreboard. Now, if you're Wampa, what do you even counterpick with?
Juanpaa is going to go to Star, who is a low mid-tier, and considering how efficient Juanpaa is at racing to quota, this is a very safe pick. You don't really have to worry at all about being pressured to death, and he can rely on his fundamental ability to race to quota being probably, I mean, he's the second best player, so... Or is he our first seed? No, he's second seed.
Rudolph is first seed.
Yeah. He can just rely on his ability that has consistently made him first or second in every bracket he's entered to carry him to quota faster than his opponent. It will be very difficult for Templanza to beat Juanpaa in a quota race.
Wampa just that little bit further ahead.
every second chain has multiple orbs. Oh, but
Oh,
one
the
orb
flip
off.
Definitely hearing lots of mash moving going on. So it might just be Wampa who's using it.
Yeah, when you play on keyboard, it's not quite as necessary